Hello and welcome back to another Chamsys one-take tutorial. This is going to be a very quick one about groups and how to properly use them and how that can save you a lot of time in programming. What we're going to do is we're going to be using 11 Mac 2000 performance heads, one with a truss of 6 fixtures at the back and at the front another one with 5. Right. What I'm going to do first is quickly explain how to use palettes with time. So we'll start with the rear truss. We'll get them on full and just show you, if you don't know, if you add 3 and then a colour, it'll fade to that colour. By the same standards, if we do 1 and press the star, the button you never use, and press yellow, you'll see they sweep across. Now there's no fade time, but they'll do it in steps. So I'll do that slower with a 3 to blue, down, dump, 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 dump. And if you want to do it as softer, you can do 1 through, say, 6 seconds and reapply red, and it'll do a nice softer fade. And these can be applied to anything, so we'll do 3 star and a high position that I've done. So they'll all go down, and then 1 through 6 back down to where they were. Is a softer fade. But as you've seen, they've always done it in left to right order. Now what we were talking about on the Facebook users and programmers group was about how to use the groups properly, which is, if you reselect it, you'll see here this section here that says selection normal. Now if you click it, it says reverse. So if we do 3 star, and suddenly we're going from right to left, we'll go back, and then what we were talking about was someone was wanting to do an FX, which was starting at the outer lights going into the center, which is exactly what we've done here, into center. So 3 star, we'll send them to white, and it'll start doing the outer and inner ones. And again, this can be applied to anything. So 1 through 3 to blue, and again, so it's a softer fade. And just to prove you, it's the same with positions. So the outer fixtures will go, followed by the center ones. And again, back. We can even change it to center out, so we'll do 3 star, back down, so we'll start with the center ones and the outer ones will come down. And as I say, this can be applied to everything. So the reason I set up these 2 trusses was, as you see, we'll go back here and we'll do it into center, which is most obvious, and we'll do 3 star and we'll send them to blue. And what you'll see is, because it's an even number, there's never a dead center change. So in some instances you might want something in dead center of the stage to be the last thing that changes. For example, I did this washing a logo with LED parkans a few weeks ago, and because I had an even number of parkans doing the job, the last one to change was never dead center. It was always just left of center, which kind of irritated me. I wanted them to be dead center, and it was because I didn't do the obvious, which is, it's one of the things you know about, but in the moment you never do, which is you use an odd number of fixtures. So this is why we've hung the one with 5. So again, 3 star, and we'll change to red, and again we selected them in order, so they'll just go left to right. Now again, we'll go into center, but remember, because we've got an odd number, we'll send them to blue. The last one will always be dead center. So in some cases, depending on the show you're doing, it might be easier to just hang the even number of fixtures which come in the double flight cases and just get them up on a truss and fly them up. But sometimes you might just want, it might be better to just leave one in the flight case and use an odd number, because you can get some differing effects. For example, here they're coming up, and again it's a dead center fixture which goes last. And again, back down again with a fade. So there you go. That's all there really is to it. But as you can see, this can save you a lot of work. For example, everything you do with programming is all related to that first group you selected. So we'll go back and we'll do into center of the first 6. And we'll add a dim FX, intensity, dim chase, and I'll get rid of all the timing on it, and we'll speed it up a bit so we can see what we're doing. And we'll start reducing the width, and you can see they start coming into the center for you. whereas if we just had them in left to right, this would now be scanning across left to right. Now this can be proven in the FX window, because right up here it says reorder FX. We'll go back to normal. That's what the chase would normally look like. But again, we can do swap it to go the other way, into the center, center out, and random. So you've got an instant random look there. And again, this can be applied to all of the FXs, be them position or beam or intensity related. As always, hope that's helped. Should speed up a lot of programming time for a lot of people. You should be able to get yourself into the pub a lot quicker by doing these things, rather than going through and playing with FXs and creating chasers. As I say, hope that's helped, and have fun playing with that.